Alina Shirazi is live in Washington. Alina, Harris is really trying to win over black voters in this home stretch here. What kind of messaging is she pushing?
Yeah, exactly. Good morning, Markie. We know that Vice President Kamala Harris has been underperforming compared to her boss, Joe Biden's support with black men, and her campaign is now working in overtime to win them back. We know Harris is hoping that Michigan, which has become much more purple in recent years, after decades as a linchpin in the Democrats' so-called blue wall of Midwestern states, will help cement her victory next month. We know the vice president is holding several campaign events across the state this week, including a stop with black entrepreneurs in Detroit today before a radio town hall with Charlemagne the God of the Breakfast Club's fame tonight at 5 Eastern. But as for the polls, we know that recent polling shows her support amongst black men is at its lowest point for any Democratic candidate for president since at least 2008. But to that end, we know that Harris is rolling out a series of initiatives aimed at winning back black male voters. You can see that on your screen there, including some things like legalizing recreational marijuana, loans that are fully forgivable up to $20,000 for black entrepreneurs looking to start their businesses, boosting investment and creating new career pathways for black men in education, and launching what the campaign calls a national health equity initiative targeted at black men who disproportionately suffer from sickle cell anemia, diabetes, mental health, as well as prostate cancer. But we know that the rollout here is coming just days after former President Barack Obama made a very blunt appeal to black voters in Pittsburgh. You can see that on your screen there. At times, he criticized them for coming up with excuses not to vote for Harris because she's a woman, with Harris saying she's staying focused on her populist messaging Monday night in Pennsylvania. Here's a little bit from her.
We are focused on issues that matter most to families across America, like bringing down the cost of living, investing in small businesses and entrepreneurs, protecting reproductive freedom, and keeping our nation secure. But that is not what we hear from Donald Trump. Instead, it is just the same old tired playbook.
And Markie, we know it's important to note here that while Harris holds a significant lead with black voters overall, we know a recent AP NORC poll found that black men are nearly twice as likely as black women to say President Trump would make a good president. Markie.
Alina Shirazi, thanks so much, live from D.C. this morning. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.